Yes, on this week's episode, we are looking at the Bristol City running 8 games to go. Are you starting to believe? Social media has gone wild since the Norwich City win, including Alex here, who says, I'm starting to believe it's quite dangerous. We've got Liam Fowler and Sam Craver back with us. Delighted to have you back with us as well. Before you go any further, let us know if you're believing in the comments below which position are Bristol City going to finish in. How are you doing, guys? We're going to get to the Norwich City tweets in a second. But Liam, are you starting to believe?
I'm not going to get carried away. I think we're going to talk about it in a sec. But the running we've got is difficult. Couldn't stand it. I was looking at it yesterday, but it's slowly creeping in. But I'm going to be a bit of a pessimist, and I'm just going to stay calm, game by game. Cliche of every game's a cup final up until the playoff final when we win that.
Every single neutral fan is hoping you do it. You deserve to be there. Sam, are you believing yet?
Yeah, look, as Liam said, the run is hard, what we got. But then if we ever want to gain promotion, these are the games we've got to be winning. And to be up there, you've got to beat the best teams in the league, aren't you? So I think it's a perfect opportunity for us. And it's the closest we've been for a long, long time. So we just got to enjoy it while we can.
Yeah. I tell you what, there seems to be a togetherness about this squad. And I don't know if you've noticed that they seem to all be enjoying playing with each other, which perhaps some previous squads might have been accused for not caring enough. Right, we're going to get straight into it then. Let's have a look at the last 8 games of this 24-25 season. Let's look at the home games first of all, Liam, and ask for your opinions on this. We'll also have a look in a minute at where AI is predicting City to finish, and we've put our predictions in as well. So the home games, starting of course with Watford, West Brom, Sunderland, and the last day of the season, old buddies Preston. What do you think?
I've got 8 points. Like I said, coincidentally, I was talking to my son on the phone yesterday, and we did exactly this. We were going through our running West Brom and Coventry up to the end of the season. I think we'll beat Watford. They're not very good on their travels. I think we'll draw with West Brom and Sunderland, and I think we'll beat Preston. So yeah, I'm going for 8 points.
Sam,
I can't see any reason why we can't gain 12 points from them fixtures and win all 4 games. You know, if the squad's got the belief they can do it, we should win all 4 of them games.
Okay. I think Preston's the trickiest one, personally, out of those. I know it's last day of the season they're playing for nothing, but you know, they've shown on their travels that they can be a right stubborn old side. But you beat them. You were the only team to go to Deepdale and win, to be fair. So in the reverse fixture. What about these tricky away sides? Now everyone's pointing out one of the reasons you might not do it is because you've still got to go to Turf Moor and you've still got to go to Ellen Road. And I mean, on top of that, an Easter Monday trip to Kenilworth Road, who are fighting for their lives, Liam. So is this what's making you less confident than others?
It's the away form that I think is going to possibly cause us to fail to reach the target of the playoffs. Again, I think I'd be happy to take a draw at Burnley and Leeds. I think Burnley can be beaten. They're not scoring loads of goals, but they are so hard to break down and score against. So I think that's going to be our downfall. We seem to struggle to score goals at the moment. I know we scored 2 the other night. We could have had 3 or 4, but Norwich were terrible at the back. They gifted it to us. We won't have that against Burnley. And same with Leeds. Although Leeds were 2-0 up yesterday when they threw it. No, 2-0 down. And came back to bring it back to 2-2. So I think they can be both teams. We just got to go there and be fearless. But I don't think QPR will be an easy game either. They're still hoping for a bit of a late surge. And like I said, Luton are fighting for everything. So the unfortunate thing we've got, going through it all, we've got teams that are either chasing the top 2, the playoffs, or fighting to stay up. The only team that's not is the boring Preston.
Yeah.
And I say boring because we're not involved in it this year, so we're not fighting for 11th and 12th.
Okay.
So Preston's the only game there that they're not really playing for anything. So it's tricky, but overall I think I've got us down for 14 points, which will take us to 71.
Okay.
Will that be enough? Time will tell.
Right. Does it make it worse, Sam, that Leeds United's last home game, of course, will be against you? It's probably not going to be done and dusted by then. It might be everything on the line. It could be a promotion party for them, does it? Does that make that fixture even more difficult?
No, looking at it a few years ago when Brighton went up and they had all the banners out around their stadium because they expected to beat little Bristol City, and we went there and won. I think we could go to Leeds and upset the crowd there.
Okay.
Like looking at them fixtures, like the away fixtures, I got us down for 10 points there. So a nice 22 points would be lovely, and hopefully put us in the playoff mix.
I love the optimism. I do like it, Sam.
We've got to believe this is our year. There's always one unfancied side that goes up into the playoffs, and I think this is our year.
Right, let's have a look at what AI said then, shall we? So we've asked AI, ChatGPT, to run it through. They weren't as confident as you guys are.
They've based that on our overall performance over the last 5 years in the Championship, I think.
Well, they've got that completely wrong. They've got Blackburn up there and they're nowhere near it at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they've given you 2 more wins from that list of 8, I think, and we'll say you finish in 12th, but we're not having that. We did a little bit more of a realistic one ourselves. We said you would just miss out by 2 points based on last couple of results. So, I mean, it'd still be a good season, Liam. But if that was to happen, would you?
I'd say.
Would you be frustrated?
It'd be one of those so clear, so close yet so far sort of situations. I think if we ended up 7th, it's a great season for us. But then I think hypothetically, if that was to happen, that scenario was to happen, we finish there. There's going to be a hell of a lot of pressure on Manning and his team next season to get us up and over that line. I think the other thing that's going to kill us is our goal difference. Like I said earlier, me and my son, we sat there and we sort of spoke about the Norwich and Coventry games. We had not Norwich, sorry, Coventry and West Brom. We had West Brom for 14 points from the rest of their games as well, but their goal difference is significantly better than ours. I think they're on plus 14 and we're on plus 8. So they've got 6 goals on us, so we'll have to find those goals somewhere if we're gonna. I think that I hope it doesn't come down to goal difference, but if it does, I think that's what's going to shoot us in the foot.
Okay. Let's have a look at some takes from the Norwich game then, shall we? This is all very positive. Michael saying, great result. Lush to hang on like that. It's the best I've heard section 82 in ages. You agree with that, Sam? It sounded good on the telly.
Yeah, it was a really, really good atmosphere. But I think it's all started going back to the Middlesbrough game. Like, since then, there's been a real belief at Ashton Gate, and the crowd's been behind them from the first minute, which not normally is non-existent at Ashton Gate, to be fair. But it's been a buzzing atmosphere. And as for hanging on, I bit all my fingernails off Friday night. Watching that, I could see it either be a 2-2 or a 3-2 win for Norwich. But we hung on, got a 3 points. So that's what matters, isn't it?
Absolutely. Liam, this one, ND says, this is what all the fans have been asking for. Players who give 100%. We're finally seeing that. And what a season, what a team. Up the city. Is it right that the players are giving 100%?
They're definitely, like you touched on it, it seems to be a lot more of a togetherness for this squad than we have seen for quite a while. They seem to be playing for each other as well. And their confidence, when we were 2-0 up on Friday, the confidence you could see flowing from players with the 1-touch, 2-touch, silky football, it was a joy to see. And then obviously when Norwich scored, we just seemed to get deeper and deeper defensively. I think we need to stop falling into that habit and really go for the go for the nail in the coffin or the jugular artery, as they say.
Yeah. Okay. Final one, Sam. Manning haters are awfully quiet lately. He's doing a good job. Joey says he's been a prime Pep since he shaved his head. Yes, we last week, Sam, you weren't here, but we were asking Liam and the team about whether he's undervalued or underrated. What's your view on him?
Yeah, definitely. I think now he's got his foot. Sorry, my dog's barking like mad. I don't know if you can hear that.
We definitely can.
Yeah,
he's excited as well.
He's about this big, but as soon as the door knocks, he's 10 foot tall. Like. But yeah, I think it's nice to see Manning getting some credit now for the work what he's doing, and I think hopefully they're pushing Brian Tinian out a little bit. And Liam Manning can make his own stamp on the team.
Okay. Right. Let us know with you where Bristol City are going to finish with your predictions from those 8 games, 24 points available. Put it in the comments below. Join us next week, because next week it's international break, but we're still here. We are having a look at all the players out of contract in the summer and asking our team here who should get a new contract and what should happen with George Earthy as well. So join us for that. We'll see you in 7 days' time as we look ahead to the summer. Thanks for joining us, and do drop us a subscribe if you haven't yet done so.